Happy Michelle's Magical Monday for this beautiful Monday. A bit cold, but really strikingly beautiful here in Central Florida today. We've had just this cold, crisp weekend, and for some people that makes it nice for cuddling, and for some people it's like uber chilly. But whatever it is, the sun is out and gorgeous today. And I wanted to just wish you happy Martin Luther King Day. I know that for some, this just means that it was a good day off, but for so many of us, it means it's like a view on how far we've really come. It always impresses upon me how many changes have been happening in my life, just in my lifetime. I got a meme today about the Jetsons predicting the future. And I saw that not just the Jetsons, like Star Wars and Star Trek and these things that was available in our growing up years really showed us what the future was going to look like. I mean, and I think we're creating the next level of future literally as we speak right now. We are in this crazy world at this crazy time. And so for me, I want to have you feel like you understand that staying centered in the middle of all this crazy is really the key. The key is consistency and staying centered, staying grounded, staying aligned, remembering who you are and what you want. And to do that, it's really using your basic simple tools. And I know I'm saying "and" a lot, but the truth is, most of us already know what to do. We've been doing it. The last 3 years have proved to be very challenging for many, but we've acquired tools. We've got them. They're our little toolbox, our handy dandy toolbox. But sometimes we forget when we're in the middle of something to get it out. We forget when we go off rail or go off track that we're powerful divine human beings, and that in that we can create, in that we can move out of something, and that one of the things we have a big choice over is what we do with the feelings that we have. So you're more powerful than you ever know. I just want you to remember that you are powerful. If you feel out of alignment, if you feel rough around the edges, yes, it's the astrology. Yes, there's a lot going on. I mean, I have heard it over and over again, and I call this spiritual depression, where, I mean, these are some of the most powerful people I know that are coming to me slightly out of alignment. So you're wanting to return to your center. You want to look and find out what is your North Star. And so the first tool is, how do I want to feel? Like admitting to yourself what you do feel, and then the next step is, how do I want to feel? And then shifting, allowing yourself the emotion, not making yourself right or wrong, but shifting yourself from that place of, this is where I am and this is where I want to be, and I get to choose. Super powerful tool of choosing that I don't want to be angry, or I don't want to be sad, or I don't want to feel worried or frustrated or overwhelmed. I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I want to be settled. And then finding out everything in between the two emotions. And sometimes it's just an expression of self, where you can say, oh, I don't like this feeling. I get to feel a different way. And you choose. Sometimes you're in the middle of something and it isn't as easy as that. So you have to really work through the process, but give yourself the gift of working through it. I know there's a lot going on. The good news is we're at the last stages of all this retrograde. Mars went direct. A couple of days from now, Mercury is going to go direct. A couple of days from that, we're going to have Saturn go direct. So, or Uranus, I'm sorry, Saturn's already direct. By the 22nd, we'll have Uranus direct. So by then, by Sunday, there will be zero planets in retrograde. And I like to think of planets in retrograde as the energy having a vacation. It's not that they're not there, but they're on vacation. So they're not supporting us as they would normally. So right now, think of it as having an entire staff at your disposal coming from next Sunday all the way until the end of April. So you're going to have almost 3 months of everything moving forward and everything kind of gelling up. In fact, all the way back in October, I started predicting that people would have a delayed New Year's. And by what I mean is, it doesn't feel like that new year, new you energy right now. It feels a little bit stuck and a little bit sticky and a little bit, dark and cold and without the momentum. And for some of you, maybe you have momentum, and that's great. I want to congratulate you and be happy. But if you are one of those people who are not feeling as empowered as you would like to feel right now, there is hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. So we are getting that moving forward energy. There is a new moon this weekend. For some, it'll be Saturday. For some, it'll be Sunday. And then, like I said, all these planets will have gone into direct motion, and you're going to see movement. And for this, consistency is going to be key. Whatever it is you're trying to do it with verve, do it with vigor, and do it in alignment. So what you'll do first is center, ground into where you are, center yourself, return your energy back. So let's do a little of that right now. I just want you to imagine that you're a tree. Your spine is the trunk. And I want you to imagine that the center is your heart. The center of your tree is the heart. You are the center of your universe, and it all revolves around your heart. The heart is the altar to your soul. And so I want you to imagine your arms are tree branches and your legs are roots to the tree. And just feel yourself present in the center. This means your bubble is in front of you by 3 feet and behind you by 3 feet. Never forget the behind. We want to be in the center. We don't want to be too close to the bubble. We don't want our edge to be right behind our necks. And we don't want it to be too far back, because then we lose track of it. We want to be just centered, and imagine your energy like you're in Glenda the Good Witch's bubble or inside a snow globe. And just, it's all around you, a little bit below you, a little bit to the right of you, a little bit to the left of you, and all the way around you. And your heart's the center. And I want you to just make that tree trunk. Ooh. Release your neck. Roll your neck if you need to. Put your shoulders up and release them. They're no longer earrings. I want you to imagine dropping your tailbone like a cord of light down into the earth, and the trunk of your tree continues to go all the way down to the center of the earth. And then your branches go out, and your arms bring the energy of the sunlight down. Imagine aligning to that sun and that central sun. And you are a pillar of light. You're a tree, and the tree reaches out all through eternity. But in the center of it all, the heart of it all, is the trunk and the heart. And that's you. So I want you to stay in that center and stay in that alignment and remember who you are. So on that note, bring all your energy back. Bring all your attention right here, right now, 2023. Release the past. Release 2022. Release 2021. Release 2020. Release everything from there and return all of your energy back to you. Imagine bringing it back. That feels good, right? And I know you want to manifest in 2023. Don't even worry about that. Just be really present and in the frequency. The frequency of manifestation is one of alignment, of centeredness, of groundedness. Imagine that the frequency of manifestation is one of gratitude, one of joy, and one of I already am. So I want you to just like center into the idea that I am already divine. I am already connected. I am already all the things. And you can put your manifestation into that energy. I am so grateful and thankful that this is already in my life now. And just line that up and bring that into your heart. And anything that's weighing on your heart, send it unconditional love. Send anything you're concerned about, a big helping, like a big scoop of unconditional love, and release it from your mind, release it from your field. Release, that's really surrender, right? Your outcome to it. And just really get clear on unconditional love speeding through your entire system, into your body, into your moment, into your light. Remember your light. Remember your divine. Remember that the way out of spiritual depression is to choose to remember how powerful you are, and to remember that you are not your circumstances. Your circumstances don't control you, and you are more than just your circumstances. And you can manifest way beyond any circumstance you have. That may be your current point of starting, but you are a magnificent, powerful being, and you can create anything you want. In 2010, I was mentally, physically, spiritually bankrupt, and I went on a journey, right? I went on a journey to get happy and joyful and to make a magical life. And there's always a little up and down in that. There's always going to be high highs and low lows. But I changed my life. I went and diligently made a decision. And it did. It took me a couple of years. I had some instant breakthroughs through that time frame, but I just stayed on the path. What can I do? How do I find joy? What's the next most important aligned action? And here I am. And so you might look and see, oh, Michelle's doing all these things and her life is so great. It wasn't always great. And even in the years that got there, there's been things. We all have things happen to us. And don't lose sight of what you really, truly desire. These are some of the keys to manifesting. And it's going to be powerful. We are coming into a really powerful time. So if you are feeling that spiritual depression, if you are feeling like you are held back from life through hostages, emotional hostages, it's holding you back. Maybe you are not where you wanted to be at the beginning of this year. Maybe the same New Year's resolutions and the same goals as you've had for years. Maybe this is the year that you get coaching. Maybe this is the year you get some classes. I added an in-person Orlando Theta Healing class for the end of the month because I know some people really like to learn in person, and it's been a while since I've had an in-person Theta Healing class. It is weekdays, so if somebody also works weekends, and I've had all my Theta Healing basic class on weekends recently, so it's like a Thursday, Friday, like it's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday during the day at the end of January. I also, for those of you who are already in the Theta Healing world and want to really manifest in 2023, I added at the end of the month, the last weekend, the Manifesting in Abundance class. And even if you've already taken it, I recommend taking it again. I'm offering a half price discount if you've taken it with someone else and you want to take it again. So those two are really great opportunities. Or, of course, if you really want to do it and you want to make 2023 your year, private coaching with me. Like, this is the year I've cleaned out my schedule to make living magically coaching sessions really a priority. So I've got time for the first time in years to do deep dive coaching. So it's a program that I've created that's either 8 weeks or it could be extended out to 12 weeks if someone wants to take it a little bit longer. But if you want to see that change really fast in your life and go the deep dive and make that shift and release your emotional hostages, I've got that program available. And last but not least, I just came back from Egypt, as most of you know, and I'm obsessed with the Egyptian oils. And a lot of you have been saying, well, we're back in the world and I'd love to do more in person. Well, on the 22nd, Sunday the 22nd, I've got an in-person oils anointing workshop. It's just 2 hours. It's in Castleberry at the Satnam Wellness Center. So it is meant to literally recalibrate, center, and align your body. And we're celebrating Lunar New Year. For all of you, I totally celebrate this weekend. Whatever you're doing, it is what I would consider real New Year's. Lunar New Year, all the retrogrades are over. You're gonna feel more like New Year's this week than any other week. So if that's something to do for you, whatever you do, in person in Orlando with me or wherever you are, celebrate your Lunar New Year this weekend. The 22nd is a power day. The 23rd is also a great day to those days, late night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday, you're going to have that manifesting energy. And because of that, I've also created a free workshop for everybody, a 3-day intuition challenge. And it's called the Psychic Arts Challenge. It's January 25th through 27th. It'll be right here. It'll be online in Facebook. If it's something you're interested in, you've got to actually join the new group. It's just going to be a pop-up group. I'm going to do 3 very powerful, quick intuition boot camp. Good if you've been doing psychic work and spiritual work for a long time. Also good if you've never done anything. So it's meant to really get you into your intuition and your psychic expression. So that's my give back for this month. So that's the 25th through, the 25th through 27th. It's 6 o'clock. And of course, everything will be recorded if you can't be there live. So I know a lot going on. I want to hear from you. What is your big takeaways from 2022? I want to know. My big takeaway was that I needed to create more space. I needed to create visually around me more open space. I wanted to create more space in my calendar. I wanted to go out and expand. There's some things I want to expand on. And to do that, I felt like I needed radical expansion needs radical space. So that's sort of my takeaway for 2022. My other takeaway for 2022 is that in 2023, I've got to get really, I don't really love the word discipline, but that's probably the right term. I've got to get really honed in on the things that I always like to say I should or I can't because I don't have enough time. I've got to really make a sacred commitment to the things that I really want. And I think that's that's probably true for you too. That if I really, really want it, I will find the time, I will find the money, and I will make the space in my life, in my calendar, to have these things. So if that's resonating with you, let me know. It really helps if you make comments. These videos get more viewership, the more comments, stars. If you put stars, they help our algorithm. I don't need you to buy from me, but for me to keep coming in and doing this, I need to make sure that I'm getting to people. So share these videos, like the videos, star the videos, heart the videos, depends on where you are, what it is. We do keep it here in Soul Circle Live, and then we always post it up on YouTube. So really, really appreciate you. You, the audience, are why I do this. I watch the transformations in you all the time. I watch what you guys are doing. I see you're living more magically. I see that you're doing the work. I see that you're lifting yourself up. I see that you're lifting other people up. I see you. And so I just want to give you that acknowledgement and give you that unconditional love. And thank you for all that you do. And I'm committed, like I said, for doing more for you. You mean so much to me. I'm going to do more challenges, more workshops, more free content this year than I've ever done before. That's one of the things about making space. I've been wanting to learn how to do reels and different things to get information to you. So I'm committing to you just like you have been committing to me. So thank you for showing up. I love you. And again, don't let this beginning of the year feel like a false start. Allow it to be a time to finish any review. Allow it to be a time to finish any recentering. Get organized, get clear. Clarity is going to give you 1,000%. When I don't know what to do, clarity, I sit with myself, I meditate, I ask questions, I journal. So if that's what's happening for you right now, ask yourself, what's the aligned action? Ask yourself, what do I need to do to get centered? What do I need? What do I want? And how do I make that next step? And I promise you it's going to feel lighter next week. It just is. The energy is intense right now, but it is going to get brighter, more productive, and give you a little bit of fresh air next week. So if you can hold out the 18th, Mercury goes direct, the 22nd, Uranus goes direct, and there is a new moon in Aquarius. So we're gonna have a ton of planets in Aquarius for a little bit, and that is always something new. Aquarius is all about innovation, doing things in a different way, expansion. So just get yourself ready, because I think we're about to rocket start your life, the world, and everything that's going on. So check in with me in a couple weeks, and I promise we're going to be in a better place. In the meantime, stay centered, stay heart aligned. Remember you are a powerful being of light, and I love you. And don't forget to live magically.